Water conservation. So water, you will say it is everywhere ocean. 3/4 of our globe is covered with water. 75% we have water. But the thing is, this is not usable. You cannot drink it. Only 3% and less, 2.5% to be very precise. And most of the water is in glacier form, snow form. Canada and up, the two different the Mahadweeps. Okay. So we have continents, which two upper continents on the poles, they have all the snow only. So the water conservation and management is very important, because this water, without water you cannot live. You use it for drinking, and your body is mostly water. Neither the plants nor the animals, without water we cannot live. First thing is what? What we have to do? What are the methods for water conservation? You see, in one house, this shower, this wash basin, and water being the water are being given water. The plants are given water. Now, first thing is the catchment areas. The catchment areas where water comes and it stays. It stays. That is the area which holds water. So that soil should hold water, and the water should go inside the ground, that is the earth. So it percolates into deeper layers. So this will contribute to the groundwater, because the groundwater is important. That is how we pump out that water and use it for irrigation in multiple places. For example, if you talk about Punjab, there is no water, but still because of the groundwater and because of the Nehar, or the Indira Gandhi Nehar or Rajiv Gandhi, I don't remember the name. Because of this, the water is there. That is why we have highest wheat production there. So in these catchment areas, we need vegetation also, and also we need to use this catchment area for the underground water enhancement. Second thing is construction of dams or reservoirs. You can assume it to be reservoir also, catchment areas. So constructing dams and having water somewhere. So you can regulate the water supply, because if you put a dam, now you can regulate, or you can send this water to multiple places, and there will be, you can put a turbine also. Electricity, hydroelectricity can also be produced. Then the sewage treatment. Now this bad water or harmful water, dirty water which goes inside the actual water, so we need to treat them. We cannot just leave our dirt or the pollutants and effluents to just go without treatment to any water resources like water, like rivers, or even the ocean. So this whole ecosystem of aquatic life, what will happen to it if we don't treat it? It will eventually be finished, shattered. Just because we want economic development, we cannot do this. So we need to clean it, okay? Next is industrial waste. Now we need industries, but the effluents, which are the harmful chemicals coming out of the different industrial waste, this we need to prevent this chemical. And also the thermal pollution. What is thermal pollution? See, if the water coming out of the industries are very hot, now what will happen? What will happen if boiling water, if it can boil egg, and if I put some human inside it, what will happen to him? Same thing you are doing here. You are putting hot water inside this water, and you have different organism like fish there. So you need to use the water with mind, judiciously, in a sustainable way. First thing, this is the unjustifiable, not judicious use of water. So you need to be very careful whenever the tap is flowing, whenever this water is scarce. Don't use water wherever it is not required, because you save water, and that is for other person also. One more important thing is rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting, that is, you can store water and recharge groundwater. In Tamil Nadu, you are given a special subsidy for this, because water is scarce. So this is a step by step. Water comes here, and then water you try to grab it, and then you send it to certain tank, and this tank can hold water for your later use. And this collection tank, maybe you may not be able to use it for drinking, but still it can increase the groundwater content, and also you can use it for other purposes, especially in the areas which are very near to the equator. So this is how the rainwater harvesting is very important. And there is one village which is all the houses have rainwater harvesting. Then the watershed. Watershed is a single unit of land with its water drainage system, which is including the soil and water management for developing vegetative cover in this area. So you have this area. Now it has a drainage system, that is the water is flowing. And then we do all the soil conservation, we stop land erosion, we do the water management, and this drainage system is properly maintained, and that is called the watershed. So you do all the kind of thing because that water is essential to us. I'll just show here. This is the only water source. So all this community need water, and for that water they have to do all kind of water management. So plant tree, clean water, land erosion can be stopped, all this using the watershed.